Hey there, Michael Church with Crawl Space Ninja. We are continuing our indoor air pollution series, and today we're going to talk about should you get a humidifier or a dehumidifier. And I had a talk with Brian Canfield from Aprilaire, and we're going to go over some of that with you. Stay tuned. Okay, so if you're new to Crawl Space Ninja, we talk about everything indoor air quality and energy efficiency relating to your basement, attic, crawl space, and ductwork. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell. Okay, so let's listen to Brian and I talking about humidity. Brian, are you there?
Hey, good morning, Michael. How you doing?
I'm good, sir. How are you this morning?
Well, as I mentioned to you before, I'm based in Madison, Wisconsin, and it's snowing outside, but I'm excited to be talking to you today.
I tell you, that's crazy. The weather here has been a little chilly for us. It's been 50s and 60s, but we've got a warm front coming. Humidity's still high. I don't know. Does the humidity get low in Wisconsin whenever it's cold and snowy?
It's really this time of year, it's hit or miss. I mean, we're knee deep in the shoulder season, so you could wake up one morning and turn on your humidifier, and you could go to bed and wake up the next morning and have to go down and turn your dehumidifier on. It really depends day to day, week to week. It can be a different environment every time you wake up.
Wow. So you have both a humidifier and a dehumidifier in your home in order to keep that optimal humidity in the home. Is that correct?
When you live in Madison, Wisconsin, Michael, the name of the game is moisture control. So you really have to take care of both sides of the coin. Can't just rely on one solution.
Brian brought up some good points. Do you need a humidifier or a dehumidifier? Are you like Brian and you live in Madison, Wisconsin, and you require both? Sometimes it may be a good idea to call out a professional to check the humidity ranges inside of the home. And if you have them come out, make sure they check the attic, the basement, the crawl space, the upstairs, the downstairs, the garage, those different areas to see what kind of humidity levels you have in those areas. But keep in mind that that is a snapshot in time. Let me give you an example. Whether your home is in Madison, Wisconsin or Knoxville, Tennessee, we see huge humidity ranges. We can wake up in the morning and it be 99% humidity outside because of the fog, and by noon it's burnt off because the sun has come out. Now the interesting thing is if you live in Seattle, Washington, where they get 38 inches of rain per year and their average relative humidity in the morning is 73% and their average relative humidity in the evening is 62%, why would they need a humidifier? Well, that's because when it gets cold in Seattle, they turn the heat on, right? So if you're in Seattle, you're in Tennessee, you're in New England, and in those areas where you run the heat, just because the humidity level is high outside doesn't mean it's going to be high inside your home. So installing a humidifier is probably a better thing for you to do whenever the cold weather hits. But in the summertime, whenever the high humidity and you got your AC running, just like here in Knoxville, we require a dehumidifier to dry the house out because of all of that high humidity outside working its way in from the crawl space or the basement. Okay, so keep this in mind. Back to it being wintertime. If you are in your home, right, and it's wintertime, you got the heat running, just like my oldest, whenever the air dries out, he actually gets a nosebleed because the humidity is so low if we don't keep the humidity above 40%. Now, some people could experience dry skin, while others have respiratory issues, even as bad as asthma attacks during low humidity. So this is what you should do. Measure the amount of humidity in your home throughout the year, okay? So in the springtime, you're probably gonna have to do things differently than in the winter time. So we recommend you get the ThermoPro Humidity Reader because it's a long-term humidity monitoring system. You can actually set up different remotes throughout the house and it goes back to one base, and that way you throughout the year can determine what kind of humidity levels you have in different parts of the home. So again, if you're in Seattle and you turn on that heat and the humidity level drops inside the house below 40%, get yourself an Aprilaire 600 to 800 series humidifier to add humidity to the house. But if you're in the summertime, like here in Knoxville, Tennessee, humidity reader goes high, you start to get above 60%, well then you may want to invest in an Aprilaire 1820, 1830, or 1850 dehumidifiers. By the way, I'm going to put links to both of those, the humidifier and the dehumidifier, down below, so you can click on those links and check out those. And I'm also going to put a link to the ThermoPro down below so you can check that little guy out and get those for your home. By the way, I forgot to mention, Brian and Aprilaire are still giving away that Aprilaire 1820 dehumidifier, and to get registered, watch the video down below and learn how you could potentially become registered to get that dehumidifier. I really hope you found this information useful, and if you did, I hope you'll like the video down below, and keep in mind this is part of our indoor air pollution series. I'm also going to put a link to that playlist down below. And my name is Michael Church with Crawl Space Ninja, and we hope you make it a happy and blessed day, and we'll see you later.